It's lovely and quiet here today. If you listen carefully, you might be able to hear the birds. So just having a bit of a play around really. The last time I was here, I was having the orange, the e-bike orange, tuned. But it was a bit of a bad weather day and my derailleur broke and all sorts of stuff like that. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. E-bike is really going to add the speed to this, so I'm going to need to be careful. I over-jumped that massively. I actually smashed my knee into my step. And that, guys, is where you need knee pads. It's not when you fall off, it's when you smash your knee into your bike because you sent it way too much over a drop because you got cocky. Different bike, different riding. I think it's really good for me when I go from this to riding the analogue, but I think I need to be careful going from the analogue to riding this, because this bike is what definitely makes me faster and more sendy. So I need to take the aggression from riding this into the Alpine, but maybe consider the fact that on this bike, just the weight and size of it is going to make quite a big difference about how things feel and how far I'm actually going to travel. So, be a little bit careful. Whoa. The other thing, I suppose, is that this doesn't actually have quite as much travel, although it is incredibly slack. But I can't get away with quite so much nose heavy stuff with this, I don't think, because it doesn't have the travel that the Alpine has. Oh, be interested to see what that looks like. Oh, fucking hell. Wow, hella up. just been pedaling around for ages trying to remember where drop dodger is, and I just remembered that it comes off this bit. Well, I remembered, and I also happened to see this bit of trail appearing. So haven't been on this trail for ages, mainly because it now comes off GBU at the top, so I never knew where it was. So it might not have loads of drops in it, but it's very tricky and slippy and dark. Luckily I put my clear lenses in. Whoa, this trail needs a bit of love. I wouldn't be fooled into thinking that Dodger was any easier than GBU, it's just different. Thank you for continuing to watch this video. If you could do me a favour, I'd really appreciate it. If you check out my channel, have a look at the other videos on there, like some of my videos, like this one, and give me a subscribe. It would really, really help me out. Back to the video. When I'm pedalling along on a ride, I always wonder how we actually look to people, because I can see that I'm covered in mud, but I don't know what my face looks like. I already know that's very muddy because I've been down there. So I've just pulled off the main push-up trail or pedal-up trail, depending on what you're doing. So in here we've got Cougar, Endo, and Mr. Ruti over there. So we're going to do Endo, or the first part of Endo, come back on the fire road, then come up and do Mr. Ruti, because I'm pretty sure that the next part of Endo is still closed. It's weird having the e-bike because I think I rest more on it than I do my analog bike, because you're so slow going up the hills that it's mostly active recovery. So by the time I get to the top, I'm like, yeah, I'm all ready to ride downhill. Whereas on the e-bike, you're flying up there so quick, you're then straight away going down another trail again to get bashed about. So I need more rest from that than I do on the analog bike, which seems weird. Yeah. Mr. Ruti. I think I've lost weight on my face because my glasses seem to be sliding down my face all the time, which is really annoying. Oh boy. This is a constant thing at the moment, riding down trails with puddles, having no idea how deep those puddles are or if there's anything underneath them. It's pretty sketchy. I was caught out the other week at Heldon Forest going through a puddle that had a massive rut underneath it. Nearly ended myself into the ground. So I'm a little bit more cautious than perhaps I was a few weeks ago now. I was going to do ski run after Mr. Ruti, but I forgot that Mr. Ruti brings you over into the skills area here, which from there you can then pedal up to the trails that's on the other side, like Elephant Man and Y2K and stuff. So rather than basically turning all the way around and going back up that hill I've been going up and down, I'm going to do a couple of laps of here and then pedal across to those other trails. Wow. So when I came here on the Alpine, I didn't come over this side because this is such a horrible pedal or push up to come to the trails over here. There must be a better way. I reckon if you went along the fire roads that it would probably carry you along and through, but this is the designated path for you to go up to get to those trails. Right, this elephant man. Oh, they go from the same start, okay. And I guess they split off down here. You can see everyone's tyre marks. Elephant man. That doesn't really spit you out towards Elephant Man, but there we go. When I hit those. Whoa. Oh, I see. I don't remember there being two lines before, but that doesn't mean anything. Just because I can't remember doesn't mean they weren't there. I don't know why you pick that inside line, that pulls you in tight. Oh! Some work's into this. Whoa! Bad place. Whew, that was almost very sketchy at the end. This time we'll drop into it and then stay on the right hand side. I think this side's going to be even wetter. Normally when I've done it, it is wetter. So we'll just have to see whether it tries to kill me like this one did with that massive slippy corner before that drop. Oh, yeah, well, it has, but the same trail as before. The path to get back to the push-up path was even worse than this. I thought I might actually submerge my motor in places, which isn't ideal for it. Okay, possibly flatter, but more slippery. This is where the weight of the e-bike gives that bit more confidence with the grip. Whoa! So sloppy there. Whoa, that was a very slippy corner. Not sure what this bit of trail is. It might be the lower section of the red. I know the very lowest section is shut, but this bit's quite fun. It's quite good as well, especially on the e-bike, because you've got to balance your gears and your motor so that you can get up and down these bits that you can see over there, that's kind of up and down over roots. So that's what we're going to do next. Root slippy, mud slippy, it's all slippy. Whoa. Oh, sorry, squirrel. And again. Fuck. Well, I'm glad he didn't run in front of me. I wouldn't have liked to have run him over, and I would have automatically braked and probably crashed, so it wouldn't have ended very well for both of us. As I was going to ride back to finish my ride, I noticed there's a lot of trails coming off the left hand side, and I've never successfully found any off-piste stuff here, so I decided to pedal up this massive hill, and I've still not got to the top yet. There is a path that stretches along that way, so I'm guessing if you just keep following it, eventually you'll turn up to the right, and this looks like the top where everyone's dropping in. So I wonder if that fire road that I just pedalled along to get to that little trail, if I'd have actually carried on along that, would I have found this top fire road part here where all the trails come off. But for now, I'm going to find one to drop into from this section, because it looks like people come in and out of this as well, because I just went across something. So we'll just roll down here. Aha! I thought I was going the right way because I could see a lot of tyre tracks on this. Clearly this comes from higher up, but we're not going to pedal up there now because I don't have time. So we're going to drop into this section of a trail of whatever it is. Oh wow, slippery is what it is. Oh wow. Whoa. Awkward. Well, it's not any more muddy or more disgusting than any of the other trails that I've ridden. I'll cycle past this on the way up, so now I'll just be looking for something else to do. Whoa. This is what I mean about some of the stuff. It's grim. Pedalled along a bit more, found another bit. Whoa, sketchy. Nice.